Short-term rental companies like Airbnb or HomeAway have become an incredibly popular way for folks to save a few bucks, particularly during the holidays when conventional hotels tend to raise their rates. But is the savings worth the risk? Here with what you need to know to protect your wallet and your loved ones is Shari. Always good to see you.
Thanks, John.
Very important things because these things are becoming very popular. So what are the issues that make these situations kind of risky for folks?
Sure. Well, it comes down to your personal well-being, personal injury, and also property damage. And a lot of folks just aren't aware of this. When you shop an Airbnb vacation home, for example, you're looking at the location, you may be looking at the amenities, but very few people are looking at the safety features. That's in comparison to hotels, for example, where they're required to have inspections by third parties, they're required to carry big insurance, they're required to meet certain fire and safety codes that just don't apply to these vacation rentals. So you're really on your own, and in fact there have been incidents. For example, there was a gentleman guest at one of these vacation rentals who was electrocuted by a faulty hot water heater. And these are not things that you are going to discover no matter how vigilant you are about reading the reviews.
Right. So what happens if something were to happen when you're staying at one of these places, short-term rental hosts?
Well, that's really going to come down to, once the damage is done, is there a deep pocket you can collect from, either a host or a big corporation or a big insurance policy, and is it going to be collectible? So, for example, we know, again, hotels carry big insurance policies.
Right.
Hosts tend to think that their homeowner's insurance covers it, but in fact, most homeowners' policies actually have a carve-out for commercial activity, which would include rentals like this. And the services themselves, Airbnb and HomeAway, for example, are still figuring this out. So Airbnb recently initiated an automatic insurance policy that goes with any rental, but who knows how that's going to, the collectability will work out. In most cases, there may not be coverage, and these companies are taking the same position that, for example, Uber took, and they said, we're not responsible for our drivers, we're just the service that matches them up, and these companies are saying, we're not responsible for the vacation rentals themselves, we're just the service that matches them up, so it's to be determined.
Right, that's interesting. Like many things, what you don't know can hurt you, right? And right in the wallet, too. So what can we do to protect ourselves?
Well, we can ask. I mean, just segments like this is raising awareness, so it's something that people are aware of. But certainly before you book a vacation rental, you want to ask the owner about their insurance policy, ask them about prior incidences, ask them about the age of the improvements and that kind of thing, about smoke alarms and detectors and locks and security systems. And then when you arrive, John, take a few moments, in addition to checking how cool the view is, check out the smoke detector, make sure the batteries are in there, those types of things, so that you know you're safe.
That's very important. And, maybe sometimes people are afraid to ask, like they're insulting the people.
I think most often they just don't care about it. They just don't think about it. But especially with kids, you want to make sure there's no safety issues, and it's important.
Been there, done that, especially with, different things like smoke alarms. And check those out very carefully. Shari, thank you for being here with us. Let's go back to you.
All right, thanks.